Guys, so since this is going to be posted on National Protein Day, let's dive into some foods that can help you hit your protein goals. So before we begin, the RDA for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. Now, I know that there are populations that will need more than that, so a common recommendation is to consume 1 gram per pound of body weight, either your current weight, if you're going for maintenance, or your goal weight, whether it be gaining or losing. So that's a good starting point. Protein plays a vital role in many of the functions of the body. So optimal protein intake is key for a healthy life, whether you work out or not. You still need a lot of protein. So 1, protein provides structure to much of the body. It also catalyzes chemical reactions in the body, and it makes up some of the chemical messengers of the body, like maybe insulin and ghrelin, or if that's how you even pronounce that. So it also regulates fluid balance, fluid and acid-base balance in the body. So protein also helps to transport important substances through the cell membranes, like oxygen, like sodium, like potassium, like lipids, and even other cellular waste products. So this list is not exhaustive, otherwise we'd be here all day. But I wanted to give you a bit of context or a bit of an idea of what the picture is and why protein is so incredibly important in the body. Not all protein is equal, or they're not all created equal. So animal proteins are considered complete proteins because they can provide all 9 essential amino acids, ones your body cannot create and has to eat in the food. Although plants are a source of protein, many plants do not contain all of the essential amino acids, so that one needs to eat or consume like different amounts or different types of protein from plants to get a complete protein and have optimal health. So a lot of proteins kind of go together. One will have one will have the other with plants, and they're called complementary proteins because what one lacks, the other provides. So this can be a way to remedy it by eating the complementary plant proteins. One example of complementary proteins are rice and beans. All right, let's get into good sources of protein besides just plants and meats. Let's kind of break it down. 1, protein powder. Let's start off with something that people automatically turn to when they think of protein. Benefits. It makes it easier for you to hit your protein goals because it's easy to access. It's available in plant and animal bases. And it's decently affordable depending on your brand and how picky you are. Keep in mind, not all protein shakes are equal either. So, 1, the FDA does not regulate them. Isolate is better than concentrate, especially if you're looking at whey. It kind of takes out some of the extra. With plants, look for a mixture of different plant proteins. That way you can make sure that you're getting complete proteins. Some exceptions might be soy is apparently a little bit closer to a complete protein than other plant sources are. You also want to look for third-party tested protein powders to make sure it actually provides what it says it does. And a lot of times they can test it for other substances as well. Another source of protein is plants. So some examples of that could be, or some examples of plants that have protein are beans, rice, broccoli, legumes, nuts, quinoa, soy. Keep in mind these things when you're thinking about plant proteins. Digestibility. Sometimes they're harder to digest than meats, especially if the vegetables and plants are raw. So plants can also be a source of other macronutrients, so you have to consume more than like if you were eating a lean meat. So for example, like nuts have protein in them, but they also have fat. So you have to be conscious of your calorie intake if you're using this as one of your major sources of protein. You also got to remember to consume complementary proteins to reap the benefits of the plants. We got meat next. Some examples of meat proteins are chicken, beef, bison, turkey, salmon, fish, tuna. You gotta keep in mind some things with this too. Meat is a robust source of protein, especially the lean meats. If you eat too much of certain protein sources, like maybe tuna, you can build up some metals in the body, like mercury. So you gotta kind of keep an eye on the source because things can build up in the body. Something else that's not quite a meat, but animal products. Dairy and eggs. Many protein powders are made from dairy in the form of whey, so you kind of can see how that's connected to it. So milk does have protein in it. Some cheeses are higher protein than others, like Parmesan is a little bit of a higher protein cheese. And eggs are a cheap form of protein. It can have as much as 6 to 7 grams of protein per egg. You gotta keep in mind, these are some common food intolerances. I'm intolerant to both dairy and eggs, so I kind of have to limit my intake of these protein sources. Milk still contains carbs and fats, so you'd have to consume more calories to hit your goal than other protein sources. Eggs still contain some fat, so you'll also have to eat more of them to hit your goal than some of the other sources as well. Eating a combination of all these sources can be a great way to hit your protein goals and to maintain your health. Everyone is different, but there are plenty of options to fit your dietary needs with some of your preferred protein sources. If you like this video or you want to see content similar to this, drop a comment for some video ideas. Like this video if you found it helpful, and feel free to subscribe to my channel here, and I guess hit that notification bell if you want to see when we upload new videos. Y'all have a great day.